Somebody come to your mama and them house, and mama and them had a nerve to go back and get one of them old pictures. You know, before you had braces, you know that picture? I'm talking about that picture of you before you had the perm. I'm talking about that picture that when they look at it and they look at you, they start laughing and say, God sure been good to you. That's real. Where we've come from. My lunch was a weenie sandwich. And I ain't talking about Oscar Mayer. I'm talking about back in 1963, 1962, when Safeway had their own bread. You know, they run Safeway out of Dallas. Safeway had their bread. Charlene's store, Kroger's had their own bread. And you didn't buy Miss Bayard's. You bought that bread with 5 loaves for $1. That bread. I'm talking about that bread that if you left it out for a little while, it was as hard as toast. And my sister Mary laughing. She ate some of that bread. I'm talking about going back to where you got you didn't have Skippy, Peter Pan. It was in a white can. And it depended on how long it had been sitting there. If it had been sitting there real long, you'd bend the spoon trying to get some. That's right. And then you go to spread it on the bread, Michelle, and it tear the bread up. So we were Palestine engineers. So we take that can, and when the stove was on, you put it on the stove so the heat of the stove will soften it up. Yeah. So before they had smooth peanut butter, we... Tell somebody I look pretty good, but I don't look nothing like where I come from. Can I go here for a moment? I'm trying to hurt nobody. We got some folk in the room that didn't just go to the party, they made the party. Can I go there? We had some folk that had party with them in a bag. And folk was waiting for them to show up. Because they knew they had party in a bag. Yeah. They in here. Yeah. We had some folk that if you heard that they was having a party, you didn't get excited about going. Because it was one of them BYOB parties. And if you didn't have nothing, you knew wasn't going to be nothing. So you didn't go to their party. But there was some folk like my brother. Look, my brother. That's my brother, I love You name it. Name, call it out. No, you don't. No, you don't. You name it. If he invited you to a party, he had it. BB, Bobby Blue, Nat, Otis, Reefer, and I mean, he just, but ain't God good? He don't look like it. That's his testimony. I'm not, I mean, you know, it's my brother. Yeah. That is his testimony. Yeah. And when he parted, it wasn't no joke. But when God changed it, was it Kent? He used to smoke Kents. Boy, that's too much memory, man. He smoked Kent. Nita smoked Sailors. And me and you smoke Cool. Because when we would come along, we were just juniors and we had to get out with the big boy. So we smoked Cool. And if we couldn't do Cool, we did Camel. And then they came out with what they call Laredo. Laredo was your make your own. And then if you were desperate, you get the cigarette butts. And you take them because my dad smoked Prince Albert. Yeah. And you get some papers from the Prince Albert. And you take some of the butts from the Kent. And some of the butts from the ashes from the Kent and some of the ashes from the Sailor. And you put it in the paper from the Prince Albert and roll it up and make your own. Am I going back too far, Sheila? Look at somebody and say, I don't look like where I've been. My children think they've done a few things. Police. My family was together one night. My family was big domino people. And my dad was playing dominoes. And they had me playing bartender. And they'd ask for scotch. And I poured in the glass and sip it. And then pour it in there and take it to me. Then they'd ask for some Johnny Walker. I'd go back, I'd pour it in there, I'd sip a little, fill it back up. Then they asked for some gin and Coke, a gin and tonic. I know I'm talking to somebody here. I make them a little bit, get a little bit, I take it back in the tube. They was feeling good and I was too. I know I don't look like where I've been, but look at somebody, tell them